Hello, this is Heather of Henna by Heather, and I would just like to discuss with you how to store your henna paste. I get this question kind of often. Basically, when you mix up 100 grams of henna, which is the normal amount to mix up at once and generally a good idea, you have more henna than you can actually use all at once. So you need to find a way to store it. If you are a busy working henna artist, you can use that much in a week, no problem, or at least 2 weeks, but usually about a week is how long 100 grams of henna will last you if you're busy. And you can just store it in the fridge if you know that you're going to use it all within a week. But what I prefer to do is to put it in henna cones first. Fill them up, tape them all down, and then put them in a plastic bag and put right on the plastic bag what date it was mixed and what was in it, just so that you know, and just put them in the freezer, because actually henna freezes really well, at least once. Henna can be frozen twice. I've been told that I'm kind of overly picky for thinking this, but when you freeze henna twice, the texture changes just slightly, and to me that change makes it a little less enjoyable to work with, probably just because it's different from what I'm used to from the henna that's been frozen once. It still gives you good color, it's still fine, you might not even notice the difference, but I noticed the difference. So when you mix up your own henna paste, put it in the little cones so that you can just unfreeze them the one time and you're ready to use it when it's been unfrozen. This cone right here has been frozen, and the reason I'm holding it in my hands right now is to thaw it out, because I'm about to do another video showing you some techniques, but the way to thaw your henna after you've frozen it is just to hold it. You can put it like in your elbow or wherever that's warm if you don't want to hold it, but body temperature is the best thing. You don't want to microwave it, you don't want to like heat it in hot water or something, because you don't want to cook your henna, you just want to thaw it. If you don't even want to use the body temperature heat, you can just leave it sitting out at room temperature, but it will take a pretty long time to thaw at room temperature, whereas it will only take 5 minutes max, and you'll be able to use it after 2 if you hold it in your hand to thaw it. So yep, that is the solution for keeping and storing your henna. It's just put it into cones right away after you've mixed it up. And that's another huge benefit of cones, is that you can just make a ton of these and fill them all up, stick them in the freezer. If you were using bottles, this is over 1 bottle's full worth of henna, and 100 grams makes about 20 of these, maybe 25, if you don't fill them up very high. So you would need to buy at least 20 bottles at a few bucks a piece. That would start to get very expensive. So henna cones are not only more precise, but cheaper, and I recommend them. You can see how to roll them and create your own henna cones in one of my other videos if you poke around the channel, or you can buy them already made and ready to go at artisticadornment.com. Alright, I just also did want to show you a henna storage no-no, which I did. This is left over from the henna gathering, because I mixed up a ton of henna and I thought that we would use it within the weekend, but we did not. I mixed up way too much henna and I didn't have enough time to sit and put it all in cones at the end of the weekend. So I actually did freeze a gigantic carrot bag of giant carrot bag of henna. So let me explain why this is bad, and I'm kind of annoyed that I did this. Basically, I'm gonna have to thaw it and then put it in the cones and either use it right away or refreeze it again, which will change the texture, which will be ungood. So don't freeze your henna like this. Freeze your henna like this. Learn from my mistakes. This is bad. I mean, it's not really a mistake. I knew this was bad when I did it. I just didn't have time to do anything else. Figured I'd at least make some effort to save the extra henna gathering henna. There are about 4 of these in my freezer right now. So yeah, at the festivals I'm doing this summer, the ones I know are going to be huge festivals, I will be using these for those festivals, because it's still perfectly good henna. It just, for me, has to be used the first time it's unfrozen. Alright, so hopefully all that is helpful. Next video will be on some techniques of drawing some very basic henna designs. Alright, thank you.